Welcome to the Future of Real Estate, your chance to find out what's going on in real estate and the real estate market. This morning show is brought to you by the Ellis team at RE/MAX Realty Group. RE/MAX is award winner for most transactions in Florida.
With the Ellis team at RE/MAX, it's a family affair. Always call the Ellis team, they'll handle you with care.
Welcome to the Future of Real Estate. I'm Brett Ellis of the Ellis team at RE/MAX. You can always reach us at 239-489-4042. Don't forget our website, which is topagent.com. Got links to all the properties in MLS, this TV show, and lots of other good stuff. So topagent.com. Okay, today's topic, Sandy, is short sale versus foreclosure, the benefits to a seller. And there's quite a few, so I thought we'd just run through them quickly, okay?
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right. Now, future Fannie Mae loan on primary residence. This is one topic. So a homeowner who loses a home to foreclosure is ineligible for a Fannie Mae-backed mortgage for a period of 5 years.
That's a long time.
But if you do a successful short sale, it's only 2 years.
2 years.
So
Big difference.
and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are the secondary market. So that's, if you're getting a loan, that's probably who it's going to go through unless it's FHA. Okay. Now, an investor who allows a property to go to foreclosure is ineligible for a Fannie Mae investment or backed investment mortgage for 7 years. Okay. But an investor who successfully negotiates a short sale, it's only 2 years. Again, big difference.
Big difference, yeah.
Now, a future loan with any mortgage company, a prospective borrower will have to answer yes to question C in section, 13 of the standard 1003 form.
What question is it?
It's the standard 1003 form. They ask you, have you had the property foreclosed upon or given title or deed in lieu of or thereof in the last 7 years? So this will affect you for 7 years if you have to answer that question. But there is no similar declaration if you do a short sale.
Isn't that interesting? And there's some other things about the short sale as well, like how they report it.
Well, let's talk about the credit score, and let's get into a lot of reporting issues.
Okay.
If you do a foreclosure, a lot of credit agencies are telling us that you may lower your score anywhere from 250 to 300 points. So that typically will affect a credit score for over 3 years.
And that's big, too. So say, I don't know, what's a normal credit score? But say somebody was in the 600s, 700s, whatever, and if you deducted 250 to 300 points, I mean, your credit score, you wouldn't be able to do anything in terms of credit. Right? I mean, that's low if you take off that many points.
Well, a short sale may only lower it as 50 compared to 250 to 300, and it's only there for a year to year and a half.
Right. So that really is, I mean, it's a slight ding on your credit, but it's something you can overcome pretty easily.
Well, let's talk about public record. Foreclosure will remain a permanent public record for 10 years or more. But on a short sale, it's not reported on your credit history. There's no specific reporting item for short sale. The loan is typically reported paid in full or settled. So
that's huge. It is right now.
Settled
might change.
Settled might be a code word, but hey, at least you paid it.
That's right. That's
okay.
Right.
Now, security clearance. If you're in the military, police officer,
or want to
fireman,
be. Yeah.
Basically, a foreclosure is one of the most challenging issues against a security clearance outside a serious misdemeanor or felony conviction. If you have a foreclosure and you're a police officer, like I said, the military, CIA, security, for any other position that requires a security clearance, in almost all cases, clearances will be revoked and position will be terminated. And that makes sense because you are now vulnerable. I remember when we had the Russians, they infiltrated I think it was our CIA agents, and they got them wine, women, and song and that sort of thing. And they found out their weak spots, and they got to them, and then they were able to convert them and get information out of them, blackmail them, and that sort of thing. Well, if you've got a foreclosure, you're susceptible. Not saying that 99.8% or 9% wouldn't, but that's a security issue, and they're going to revoke those and terminate your position.
Yeah, and on the other side of that, the short sale isn't even reported, so it becomes a non-issue in that situation. So that, anybody in those jobs or wannabe jobs has to do the short sale.
Okay, and let's talk about your current employment. Employers have the right to actively seek credit on all their employees. So,
and many employers do that when they're thinking about a promotion or whatever.
Right.
They go back and again check it. You know, you might have been there 2 or 3 years, have a phenomenal record with them, but they still may go back and check your credit. So,
But
it's not
some
good
employers,
then to see that.
some employers evidently have the right to terminate you based on credit.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but you know, I guess it might depend on what kind of position you had.
Now, many employers, like you said, are requiring credit checks on job applicants. That much I did kind of know. But again, a short sale is not reported that way. Let's talk about deficiency judgments because this is huge. In 100% of the foreclosures, except those states where there's no deficiency, the bank has the right to pursue a deficiency judgment, and they really do.
And they probably will do it.
Right.
They may not do it right now because they're so busy with everything else, but I would guess
Well,
that down
we're
the
actu-
road they'll come to that.
In the foreclosures, they kind of are, but on the short sales, we're being able to negotiate those, and the banks are now offering.
Well, and with the new HAFA, but not everybody qualifies for HAFA, and not every bank is participating.
Right, but
So, and
what
then
most
not
banks are
every
doing,
investor is participating.
even before HAFA, what I've been finding is they're either reporting a 1099 or a deficiency judgment. It's one or the other, but not both. And now they're waiving, so they're waiving the deficiency judgment in most all cases, no matter what the program. But you're still going to get 1099. But if it's a primary residence, the IRS doesn't care.
You know, I picked up a new document yesterday on the IRS on foreclosures and short sales and how all of these things are reported. And it was kind of interesting that there's a 1099-C for debt forgiveness now. So it's kind of interesting. There definitely have been some changes made, and you know, you might want to go on the IRS website and pull that report.
I encourage everyone to go on the IRS website. I think you should go there once a week. No.
Just for fun.
If you have insomniacs, go to the IRS website. I've never been there. I'm not going there. But
Well, yeah, but you know, you may want to verify some of the things that we're even telling you, or changes, or have concerns, because you know this is big stuff.
I would
It's
always,
pretty
I
important.
would consult with
Yeah.
your attorney or bankruptcy attorney or that
Bankruptcy
sort of thing.
attorney,
Don't
yeah.
take our word. I mean, we're just using readily available information that's out there.
Information, correct.
Now, deficiency judgment in a foreclosure. When the bank sells it, they end up taking less money. They have to do repairs, pay the attorney's fees, lost interest. That judgment is going to be greater in a foreclosure than if you just sell it as a short sale. The bank loses less money, but it's less judgment that's going to come against you afterwards. In fact, there'll be probably no judgment against you if you do the short sale, where you could have a tremendous one if you do the foreclosure.
Well, I don't know that we can say there probably won't be, but if they are able to be part of the HAFA program, there won't be, and that's a huge incentive to check that out.
Well, it seems like that's the direction the industry's going, with or without HAFA. We can't guarantee it, though. Every
No, we
bank's
certainly
different.
can't, yeah.
Every bank's different. They all have their own rules and whatnot. But I'll tell you, this last week we had several lenders that we talked to, and they're really interested in moving these things out. 2010 is the year of the transaction.
Yeah.
It's going to either end up in a short sale or foreclosure. They just as soon it be a short sale. I mean, if you've got a mortgage with Bank of America, Wachovia, Wells Fargo, several of the other
Citibank.
large banks, chances are we can help. We've got a lot of experience. We've got inside numbers to deal with these people. Give us a call because they want to work with you. Believe me. They're coming to us asking for our help to help their customers move these properties. So I think that's exciting. It's encouraging. And what a long way we've come in the last 2 years.
Absolutely. But there have been a lot of properties that have sold and moved on, so it's an important deal. And I think it's important to know that, you know, if it's a Fannie Mae loan or a Freddie Mac, it does not necessarily be part of HAFA, but they're coming up with their own program. Which
When you
we
say
haven't seen
HAFA,
yet.
is the Home Affordability Foreclosure Alternative.
Correct.
So there's a lot of different programs out there. HAFA is one for a certain type of program. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are coming up with their own. I think the important thing is call a professional, call your attorney, call your accountant, or call a good realtor who understands these things. And there are alternatives. A short sale is definitely better credit-wise. Whether it makes more sense versus a bankruptcy, this or that,
That's a different story,
That's a
I
different
think, yeah.
story. But call us. I think we can help. You've been watching The Future of Real Estate presented by the Ellis team at RE/MAX. Our phone number is 239-489-4042. I'm Brett Ellis. You've been speaking with Sandy Ellis here. Our website is topagent.com. We enjoy bringing these shows to you each and every week. Stay tuned. We're going to have our featured properties of the week. If you've got questions on short sales versus foreclosures, you want a confidential private interview with one of us, just give us a call. 239-489-4042.